Welcome to Mimi's Fun Time. How are all you little children doing out there? Well, today we're going to read another book, so grab your pillows and blankets and come on in. And here we go. Today I'm going to be reading Benji, Fastest Dog in the West. Here we go. As soon as Cindy opened the back door, Benji and Tiffany scampered outside. "Paul," Cindy called, "it's time for the morning Sweetie Petey chase." Sweetie Petey was sunning herself on Mrs. Finster's fence, waiting for them as usual. Benji and Tiffany dashed over to her. "Yow!" screeched Sweetie Petey, and the morning chase was on. The children, grinning, watched as the animals rushed down the street. "I'm glad it's sunny for the rodeo today," said Paul. "I wish the rodeo had a contest for running dogs," said Cindy. "I'll bet Benji would be the fastest dog in Silver Creek." The animals raced back past the children. Sweetie Petey scrambled up the nearest tree. She glared at the two dogs who stood below, wagging their tails and panting in the shade. Mary, the housekeeper, set out a bowl of water. Benji and Tiffany trotted over for a quick drink. Mrs. Finster called, "Come, Sweetie Petey dear, it's time for your nap." The pretty white cat clambered down from the tree and scooted home. Mrs. Finster waved. "Good luck at the rodeo, children," she said. Dr. Chapman strode into the yard. "Hi, Daddy," said Paul. "Benji just ran faster than he ever has." Dr. Chapman smiled. "Are you and Cindy ready to do some fancy riding this afternoon?" "Yes, sir," laughed Paul. We've been both practicing very hard." After lunch, they piled into the car. The sun was hot when they arrived at the rodeo grounds. Mary opened the door and let Benji and Tiffany scramble past her. When everyone was out of the car, Paul looked around. "Where are the dogs?" "There they are," answered Cindy, pointing her finger. "Under that bush." Mary laughed. "They know where it's cool and shady." "They'll be all right there," said Dr. Chapman. But the dogs weren't still for long. They wandered over to a large corral to look at the horses. "Get along, doggies," said a cowboy. "You might scare the horses." Benji and Tiffany scooted off. They saw a man swinging a rope over his head. It snapped and twirled in loops around him. Benji and Tiffany barked playfully and tried to bite the rope. "Shoo!" The man laughed. "I'll never be able to practice this way." The crowd watching the rodeo cheered loudly. "Yay!" Benji and Tiffany ran over to look. They found a small space under a fence where they could look through and see the arena. It was a perfect spot for watching Paul and Cindy perform. A calf streaked across the arena. Paul rode after it. He roped the calf, jumped to the ground, and quickly tied the calf's feet together. Then Paul raised both hands over his head. A cowboy dropped the flag to mark Paul's time. It had taken Paul only 15 seconds. Soon Cindy appeared riding a lively young steer. He whirled and kicked, but Cindy held on tightly. A horn blared. Time was up. The crowd cheered. "Yahoo!" Cindy had ridden the steer for the whole 8 seconds without being thrown. A cowboy on a huge bramble bull shot into the arena. The angry animal bucked and snorted. The cowboy rode well, holding one arm up high. Then unexpectedly, the cowboy was thrown. He fell head over heels onto the dirt. A clown came to his rescue. He wore baggy pants with red suspenders and he waved a broom. The bull began to chase him while the cowboy ran to safety. "Oh, look, a clown!" squealed a tiny girl. She squealed past and squeezed and into a space in the stands and toddled into the arena. The bull watched her with angry eyes. "Marnie, come back here!" screamed the little girl's mother. The frightened clown snatched up the child and started to run. The bull lowered his head and charged after them. In a flash, Benji was over the fence, barking wildly. He dashed after the dangerous bull. "Benji!" cried Paul. "Where did you come from?" The bull heard Benji barking. Now there was someone new to chase. He charged after the brave little dog, but he was no match for Benji. Benji darted this way and that way. He dodged here and there, keeping the bull busy until the clown and the little girl were safe. Then Benji rushed back to the fence. He flipped himself over the top and landed safely next to Tiffany. Everyone ran over to Benji. "You ran in the rodeo after all!" exclaimed Cindy. "Now I know you're the fastest dog in Silver Creek." The cowboy who had ridden the bull smiled. "I seen a heap of fast moving, but I've never seen anything like that." He tied a first prize ribbon around Benji's neck. "Benji," he said with a grin, "I know you're the fastest dog in the West." The end. Thank you for joining Mimi's Fun Time, and don't forget, we will have a craft video coming soon, and be sure to subscribe and hit that like button so you would know when I will be back on. So we'll see you later. Bye.